endorsement and the way he laid it out, because obviously he has been working so hard on behalf of this city. What he had to say about experience, because I imagine that he feels he has a little bit more of a grasp of what needs to be done now than he did when he started. That's the way it's supposed to work in life. You know, you're supposed to get better when you work at it and you learn and you keep going. So I am grateful for the mayor's endorsement. I want to thank my dear friend of many, many years, your Lieutenant Governor, for being here. She's been a tremendous supporter. She and I go back about 25 years, and it's just great to be with her here in the Capitol and to, you know, follow the work that she's doing. She goes down to Walter Reed every month to check on the Pennsylvania soldiers who are there. Another person who's here, Harrisburg City Councilman Brad Kaplinski, who is here. Brad is here. And all of the state legislators, the police and firefighters, and all the veterans who are here, thank you so very much. And I have to thank your great governor, because he has visionary in leading the Commonwealth toward the future that awaits, whether it's been education or healthcare or energy or bringing budgetary discipline back and trying to make the dollar, you know, go as far as it needs to. He has been in the forefront of not just talking about change, but making it happen right here in Pennsylvania. But think, as we're here in this beautiful forum, a magnificent setting for this occasion, that there's a real metaphor here. You know, we look up at the constellations and we think about how, for the millennia, men and women have looked skyward to find inspiration, to find vision, to think about what the future could hold. Here in our own country, the space race to move us into space transformed America. It was one of the great innovative accomplishments of human history. And we have been living with the consequences that opened doors in so many areas that made a difference in health and information technology. It was out of the work that the space race engendered that we actually invented the internet. So there is so much to think about as we look up. But it's also important to keep your feet firmly on the ground, to be rooted in the reality of today and now. And there's no contradiction to that. That's who we are at our best. It's who our founders were. You know, right out of Pennsylvania came so much of the genius that created our government. And it was a unique combination of the lofty goals and values that kept us looking toward a better tomorrow and an understanding of what it would take to not only get a country up and going, but to run it, to manage it, to make all of the tough decisions that were required, to balance power. And I think we're at a turning point moment in American history right now, where we are called upon to look toward the future with confidence and optimism, but to understand what it will take, the hard work, to translate all of those hopes and dreams into the reality of people's lives right here in Harrisburg, across Pennsylvania and America. about. You know, I share a vision for the kind of America that we all want, especially for our children. You know, I saw that little baby who's got a big smile on his face, and I thought to myself, I want to make sure that that child's future is as good as any American child has ever been. Hope it happens. We can't just wish it happens. We can't just gaze heavenward and cross our fingers that it happens. We have to be prepared to work for that future. And that's going to require, first and foremost, a new president in the White House. New president is going to face. No, waiting in the Oval Office will be a stack of problems. We're going to inherit so much we have to fix. I've got 2 vice presidential offers in the course of 30 minutes here. And so what we have to decide is who is ready to go into that anything we can't do if we put our minds to it, and if we start immediately to start acting like Americans again, Americans who are problem solvers and visionaries at the same time. Now, throughout my campaign, I have been very specific about what I want to do as your president. You heard the governor say that he went to my website, HillaryClinton.com, and read all of our papers and positions and what I've done and what I plan to do. And I appreciate that because I want voters to know what you're voting for. I want you to be voting on the basis of who you believe will be our best president, who can be our commander-in-chief from day one. I don't want you voting on a leap of faith. I want you to look at the record, I want you to look at the results, and then I want you to vote for the person you think can deliver that. Because, you know, we have a lot of work to do. And we're going to start that work by turning the economy around and getting in, once again, producing good jobs with rising incomes. Because it breaks my heart when I meet people across our country who are working as hard as they can. You heard the mayor refer to it. It's not only one job, sometimes it's 2. Sometimes in a family of 4, 2 adults and 2 children, there are 4 jobs, plus a part-time job. Everybody is trying to stay afloat, and it's not easy, is it?